Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Bring It Down. Let's check out Euphrates II, which should be under siege. Let's make sure our ship is in ship shape, in case we have to fight. Because you really never know with the Mechanicus. Lord Captain, our augurs have detected active combat operations in the orbit and on the surface of Euphrates II. We tried to contact the explorators on the flagship of the Cognizance fleet coordinating the defense, but received a strongly worded demand not to interfere under threat of armed retaliation. Vigdis, give me details on the combatants. The world is besieged by a squadron of the Cognizance fleet supported by a joint armada of vessels from across the entire expanse. Among the latter, we're registering vessels recruited by the Lord Inquisitor to defend the sector. They are opposed by the Final Dawn scum, led by the blasphemous traitors from the ranks of the Wordbearers. What is so important about Euphrates II that is worth fighting for? The Sacred Forge world had always been closed off to the laypeople. I believe that it was only at the threat of having it utterly corrupted by the ruinous powers that the explorators had begrudgingly accepted their profane allies setting foot in their blessed world. Who is winning? We're detecting parity between the forces as both parties employ conservative strategies, with the aim of gradually achieving positional superiority. Tactical prognosis suggests that this impasse will persist for a while longer. Why are they refusing our aid? Their reaction is the result of reasonable wariness, your lordship. The agent network of the cult of the Final Dawn spans entire worlds and has proven its effectiveness time and again. I presume the tech priests are afraid of letting a treacherous vessel into their combat ranks. Let us not interfere. We're leaving. I'm guessing we have to speak to Calcazar first. Well, let's head to Falstone then. We have an event there, and then we'll head towards Langren's Belt.
Before the true power of humanity.
At your beck and call.
Guided by faith!
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
I recognize that I don't need to put all these buffs out at this point, at least for fights like this, but it's good practice.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize. You jest, sure. Am I getting paid for this?
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Alright, not bad.
I'll do it. God Emperor, move through me.
Is that a good
Be
spot
the
to stand?
fire in my heart. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Oh, mispositioned a little bit. Let's take this guy out first. Oh, we missed.
Eradicated.
Too bad I never leave debts unpaid.
Honestly, didn't think he could move that far in attack. Only a 62% chance. What is going on over here?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Alright, let's go and take care of this guy. Without hitting Ulfar, ideally.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
So we hit at 38%. Wait, was it 38? It was 38. We can't hit the... Was it 67? Something like that. Hi, buddy. Move forward. Good start.
Wolves reign!
Dang it.
Fenris Kilda! None can do this better. Wolves reign!
Can't kick her out of the way either. I was trying.
For the throne's glory.
Not our smoothest fight. I feel like Ulfar should have an ability where he can pick up an ally and like put them behind him. Just reposition him real quick so he can actually get to where he needs to be. Yeah, let's try and get the insight. Nah, we failed. Worth a shot. Alright, let's head back to Fear Abundance and then to Foulstone. And then Langren's belt.
I will exterminate every last one of you.
Purge them!
Who, if not me?
Indeed. It will be done.
Rejoice in battle!
Don't let your guard down.
All right.
I can do that with the right incentive. Tell me, and it is done. Don't get too cocky.
I will not.
Well, that is what hit both of these guys, unless I run down
As
first.
the Emperor commands, I act. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Almost do it.
I can do that with the right incentive. You've got a problem? I've got a problem.
Eradicated.
That's all she's gonna do, I think.
I won't object to it.
I want to kill my main character, ideally.
Be gone.
Everyone, step aside.
I feel the power surging.
Let...
So you can still use your sidearm with the Sword of Faith out. So I could get the one talent that reduces the cost to attack by 1 AP. I'm about to charge here.
I won't object to it.
Well, things are going pretty well. Oh man, he took 1 damage. It's all falling apart.
My place is at the fort. At your beck and call. It will be done. At your beck and call.
That's right. I forgot we got the talent where if they consider him a priority target and move into an adjacent tile,
The wolf is on the hunt.
they'll attack him.
So
Oh yeah. I was prepared to do something different.
see how
But it all worked out.
I've suffered worse.
I might level up again before we reach Langren's Belt or Akata Tamer.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Can he move through this? I don't know if he can. Honestly, I'd rather have Argenta and Jai back here, because it's not so much elevation to take into account. Swap them around, and then have Wolfire and company come up this way.
On it.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
That was lame. That's some of my buffs here. That's alright. Argenta. Oh, she doesn't go for a while. Surprised the plate bearers have so much initiative. They're known for being slow,
The ruinous powers!
unstoppable.
Crush the feeble!
That's the theme of most of Nurgle's armies.
Follow my lead.
Slow and inevitable.
Indeed. We'll rule the stars themselves. I took care of this one. At your beck and call.
Odd pathing. Doesn't help that he's not running either. But he is old, I guess that's fair.
One fewer target. It will be done.
Is that my blood?
Faith without deeds is worthless. Guided by faith, I refuse. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! Eradicate it!
Oh, that's right. Abelard couldn't get to that guy.
I'll brush this off.
You bite like a bomb! Give this task to someone lesser!
Can't get over there. So I moved him on that side because I didn't think he could get past these barrels. And he still couldn't reach the enemies.
Is there money to be made?
I feel like he should be able to just walk through explosive barrels. Or have a jump ability that lets him navigate some obstacles, since he is so large. It could take 2 AP. I understand Evo 6 as well. Okay. But even then, I don't think he's that overpowered. Positioning isn't a necessary nerf. Slander. Rumors wrinkle through the colony that the rogue trader has given in to the arch-enemy's depravity. Yeah, hold mass prayer services and processions. +1 security, +1 complacency, fits the roleplay, and gives us the biggest bonus. The demonstrative prayer services are able to dispel the fog of idle gossip and slander. Got time to lean, got time to pray. That's the motto on Foulstone. Now to get all the way to Evo 6, how do I best get there? Where's that from? Here? While traveling through the Immaterium, the crew on duty in Loading Bay 7 heard what sounded like the hissing of a giant snake. The terrified workers sent out a Vox message, then locked themselves in a shipping container and welded it shut. The response team sent to the bay found no signs of warp activity. Unfortunately, by the time they arrived, the workers had suffocated. The ship left the hostile Immaterium and returned to real space. So, animals have been repeatedly described in this game, and most people in the Imperium wouldn't know what these animals were. Especially Voidborn. It's very unlikely they'd know what a snake is. We could go there. Vivo 6 is all the way up here. Think it's still this one? Let's see what happens. We're once again getting sidetracked from going to the next event by random encounters and events. Sorry, the next rumor.
I have a craving for some fantasy in the old.
Your heresy ends here. I'll see to it personally.
At your beck and call. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Thought that was an arrow floating above his head.
Victory is imminent. A tactically sound approach.
Tell me, and it is done. I can do that, with the right incentive.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worth each strike is a prayer. I am his will made manifest. Doubt is for the weak.
Alright, Genta, wrap this up, please. I've got bigger fish to fry.
Ugh, my faith shields me. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Because I think there was dialogue early on in the game that described a horse? Or something like that. Something native to Earth or Terra in 40k. And I don't know if there's any exceptions. I'm pretty sure all animal species on Terra went extinct. Except for maybe something like rats, but I don't remember that either. So there's no way the common Imperial citizen would know what a horse,
As the Emperor commands, I act.
or most animals that used to exist on Earth were or are. Even the more educated individuals aren't always 100% sure, because there's an argument about the purpose of a monkey's tail.
I'll do it.
And Ark and Land believes it was used as a stinger, not a means of
Faith
balance
without
and
deeds is worthless.
reversal.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, I missed both. Well, the cover's gone at least.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs. Never cross a Kazbalikan.
I'll do it. Rejoice in battle! Each strike is a prayer. I will bathe this battlefield.
Now there are
in
like
righteous
xenospecies
fury.
like rocks and stuff that exist that most people would be familiar with. That's the most common domesticated animal.
The enemies
Sorry, I'm
of the
trying to
Emperor
provide
will be
info while
undone.
also trying to make sure I'm using the right abilities.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
I always have a backup plan.
I guess a snake wouldn't be
Pain.
too hard to believe, because they could be part of the religion or some sort of symbology. Like most people in the Imperium probably know what an eagle is, because that's one of the motifs used by the Emperor. We also have Space Marine chapters like the Brotherhood of the Snake, which isn't one of the larger ones, so again, most people in the Imperium probably wouldn't know who they are, or have heard of them. In fact, Space Marines are so rare in the Imperium, it's not uncommon for people to get Chaos Space Marines and regular Space Marines confused.
Keep your wits about you.
You see them a lot in the lore and stuff because they're a major component of, well, the tabletop. So they're involved in a lot of stories, including ours. But they're extremely, extremely rare to come across in the galaxy. We see them so often because the more exciting stories to tell are the ones that require Space Marines to be there. More desperate, more exciting, you know, the unique
Living on the
circumstances.
edge.
Oops, I didn't mean to move her that close. That's alright.
Here's my perfect moment.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds
Because I know some
is
people sometimes
worthless.
ask, what are the odds of that happening during this? Well, that's the whole point of the story, right? Because it's happening, that's why you're telling that story.
Does not become prime!
My guy
As
messed
the
up.
Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
This is a battle! Oceans bleed!
Yeah, just keep throwing yourself on Abelard's sword. I'm not gonna throw it on the buffs this time.
Don't get too cocky.
I'm gonna use Finest Hour again after we
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors.
send Argenta out. I could give her another attack, or I could give her a whole nother turn, so I'm gonna hold off and give her a whole nother turn instead.
As the Emperor commands. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Going somewhere.
Putting in Heinrichs is probably the
God Emperor, move through.
better companion to give an extra turn to, since these guys are resistant. They're supposed to be immune, but they're resistant to fire damage. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted. Now she can use kick. Good job, team.
Let us not dawdle.
I do wish Ulfar would use more than just his bolt pistol for attacks of opportunity. And was it Death Dealer, the talent that lets him attack again after he kills an enemy? Which bolt pistol is fine, of course, if the enemy's not adjacent to him. He can't use a melee attack. But I want to see more melee attacks. So if I could swap between the two, that'd be cool too. Alright, let's take care of the event on Vibo 6. We'll wrap it up, and next time head to Langren's Belt. Epidemic. A deadly pathogen has paralyzed the colony. The rabble is terrified, the planetary authorities are flummoxed. Burn down the regions infected by the epidemic. It's a pandemic. Lose 3 Promethium. Alright. The hotbed of the infection was turned to ash, and the disease retreated, terrified by the rogue trader's iron resolve. And stores of Promethium. Alright. Back to the bridge. I don't think we have anything to trade. I'll try anyway. It's a good way to cap each episode. When the opportunity is there, of course. Like, we couldn't do that in Kimura. Alright, I'm gonna call it here, and next time we'll head towards Langren's Belt, and possibly deal with Cervantes. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.